What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I am going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played Man City in the 179th Manchester derby. So let's get straight into today's video. So we made two changes from the last game against Tottenham. Talk about the starting 11. So we started with De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, McTominay, Fred, James, Lingard, Rashford and Martial. Overall reaction: Manchester is red. Ollie is at the wheel. What a game, what a derby, what a result. Fantastic game. We were fucking amazing. Fantastic game management. Fuck off, Man City. Manchester is currently red. Fuck you lot. 3 points in the bag and win. Done. I'm going to start off this video by saying Ole's at the wheel. Tell me how good does it feel? We've got Sanchez, Paul Pogba and Fred, Marcus Rashford and Matt Barn and Brad. The greatest of English football. We won it all. Fuck you lot. Up the Reds. Come on, you boys. We won the bloody derby. 2-1. Cannot be any happier with these players. Let's just get straight into today's video, guys. What did I make of the performance? Performance was absolutely unfucking believable. What a game it was. From start to finish. I said we can shock these. We shocked them. We went to the Etihad. We went there to win. We shocked them, and that's what we did. That's probably the best performance we have produced this season so far. We have beaten the 2018 Premier League champions. How does that feel? It feels absolutely fucking amazing. We have beaten the Premier League champions, and it feels so good because these players absolutely deserved it. They worked the socks off from minute 1 to minute 90, and they got the result that we wanted as well. We're only 5 points now from the top 4. The top 4 race is on. It's back on for Manchester United. Performance overall was absolutely amazing. It was unbelievable. What a performance. I don't care what the scoreline was, as long as we won the game, and we won the game. Can't be any happier with these players. They put in a really good shift. We've beaten Tottenham and Man City in 1 week. What a week it has been. We all had our doubts after the Aston Villa game. Ollie's not going to survive this week against Tottenham and Man City. We went and beat them both. Couldn't be happier with these players, and they've gone in with a game plan. They stuck to the tactics. We've won the game. We've come out and we've won the game. Both games we've finished and we've won the games 2-1. Fantastic from these players, and I can't believe it. We've really pushed on and we've thought, we've got absolutely nothing to lose. We've gone and won the game. Talking about the game now, overall, absolutely fantastic. First half we came out, played on the front foot. We played with high intensity, high tempo. We played with aggression. What we did was we sort of sat back deep, and then once we had that opportunity, we went on the counter attack, and boom, one was in the back of the net. Great penalty by Marcus Rashford in the first goal. It was a penalty, obviously, but it was a clear and obvious penalty, that as well. Second goal, just great build-up play between the likes of Dan James and Martial. They partnered up really well there, and then Martial went and put it in for another goal at the keeper's near post as well, which you can't be getting beat by, really. First half was amazing. Had to make sure that we were organised. We kept our shape, kept men behind the ball. We were organised throughout the whole game. We dug deep. I just have no words, because we've won this derby. It means a lot. No one would have thought that we would have won this game, and we've walked out and we've won the game. The game management was just absolutely supreme, fantastic. We showed a lot of character, a lot of heart, a lot of passion, a lot of fight. It just showed how much we went out there, did it for the club, did it for the badge, because we knew we've got nothing to lose. We just went out there. We knew that we could beat them. Their defence isn't great. I said it in my last video, their defence isn't great, and we went and beat them. It just feels so good because we've beaten the champions in the Premier League, really. Obviously, we've beaten a team that's in the Champions League. We had to make sure that we were mentally switched on at all times. Defensively, we had to be spot on. Couldn't put a foot wrong, really. We made a foot wrong just towards the end of the game, but we just managed to hold on. We were absolutely brilliant. We held on to the game really well in the last 9 moments of the game. These players dug deep. We outclassed, we outpassed them. It just feels fantastic, The last time when we went to the Etihad, it wasn't a derby because we just let them walk through us. But this time round, I'm so pleased because Harry Maguire, we bought him in the summer, and he's come out, he's led the team, and he's won the derby with the team. What a great captain he is. What a great leader he is as well. And we need a leader like Harry Maguire as well. It just goes to show we were absolutely fantastic in that first half. It couldn't have got any better. Second half, it was like we're 2-0 up. You would have been thinking, let's just try get that other goal just to seal off this game. But Ollie just thought to these players, right, we've done our best, we've got 2 goals now. This is a half for City to react, and we just have to defend properly. Make sure we just grind out, see the game out, execute our game plan. We were disciplined. We just stuck to our game plan in the second half. We just had to make sure that just drop back deep, and then when you get that opportunity on the counter-attack, use it. That's what we did. You know what? In the first half, we were brilliant because when we got the first goal, in fact, well, not even that, even before when we got the first goal, Dan James should have scored because what he did was he just looked for power and he just didn't put it in the corner really. Rashford hit the crossbar, that should have been another goal. We were all around these, we wanted it more. It just goes to show we wanted it more. City were just gobsmacked, they were shocked. What a performance, you know, it was a great performance, probably the best performance so far this season. There was some great individual play, the likes of Fred, McTominay, Lindelof, Maguire, James, Rashford, Martial. They were all absolutely fantastic in this game. It's just the best game that you can really get out of these players and say, come on, let's go. You know, you've got nothing to lose. We're going to win this game. We're going to go in with the right mentality. You're doing it for the club. You're doing it for the badge. Don't give them any respect. Go out there, do us proud, get the 3 points. And we've got the 3 points as well. We shocked City. That's what we do to teams, we shock them. We're not here to piss around in this game. This is a derby. You give them no respect and you come out with the result that you want. It's exactly what we did. That's one of the best performances. It's got to be up there with that PSG game as well. Absolutely fantastic. The players showed heart, passion, pride, character, fight. From minute 1 to minute 90, we never gave up. In the second half, we just had to make sure that we defended properly. We just had to make sure executed our game plan, stuck to it, made the substitutions at the right time. We were fantastic. It couldn't have got any better. That just goes to show Manchester is fucking red. Fuck you, the Blues. Noisy neighbours. And I'm happy that they're out of the title race anyway because they've been shit all season long so far. They've dropped points to Wolves, they've dropped points to us. They've dropped points to other stupid teams that they shouldn't have really. Newcastle as well. They should be winning. We've come here to win and we did that. Well done to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. His game plan and tactics worked. Hands off to Ole. He's absolutely masterclass from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in this game as well. What do we need to do to win every game from now on? I think it's just all about coming in with the right mentality, the right mindset. Just make sure that you stick to the game plan, the tactics. Make sure you just create chances early on in the game. Get on the front foot, play with high intensity, high tempo, play with aggression. And once you keep creating chances, they keep coming. You have to be patient. And when you're patient, the goals come. And then you just want to try and execute the game out. Want to see the game out. You want to grind out the result. And if we start doing that now in every week in and week out, we'll be up there. We'll be in the top 4. If we keep doing that every week in, week out, we will be in that top 4. We just got to push on now. And those 2 games gave us a lot of confidence in the players. Again, a lot of momentum. It's brought the mood back in the dressing room. Everyone's got a big smile on their faces now. And that's just great now going into Everton this week as well. So that's what we just need to keep doing now from game on. Take it one game at a time. Don't get too carried away. And when players get too carried away, the heads drop and they concede stupid goals that they shouldn't be conceded. It's a mentality thing in our team as well. We're young as well. We're still learning. We're still improving. But from now on, it's just all about come out quick, create chances, get on the front foot, play high intensity, high tempo. We've got a lot of quality in that team as well. We know we can hurt teams. We know we've got a lot of quality up front that hurt teams. They can't deal with it. They can't deal with the likes of Rashford, James, Martial. All 3 of them have got lightning pace. They cannot deal with them players because they've got a lot of pace. The more we hurt teams, the more we keep doing that, we'll get up there in the top 4. And we just got to start doing that from game on. We just got to take it game at a time. Don't get too carried away because when we get carried away, the heads drop and then we have that odd daft result that we keep having. I think it's all about take it one game at a time and just stay concentrated, stay focused in what's in front of you. Just take it game by game. we just have to execute these games out as well. And that's all we just have to do from now on, really. We have beaten 2 teams that finished in the top 4 last season. How do I feel? I feel absolutely buzzing. I feel absolutely amazing that we've beaten 2 teams that finished in the top 4 last season. We finished outside the top 4 last season. We finished 6th last season. It just goes to show that we've beaten Jose Mourinho's Tottenham team. We knew that it was Jose Mourinho was coming back to Old Trafford. We had to win it. We had to win that game to get the confidence. And then going into the derby, we just thought, brilliant. Do the exact same thing in the derby. We did the exact same thing in the derby. We went and won that game. It feels amazing. It feels buzzing. The players are happy again. We've got momentum. We've got confidence. The mood's lifted up again. They've got smiles back on their faces. It's just what you want in these players. We're still a young team. They're still improving. Let's hope we can sort of now start getting to learn and start playing like that from week in and week out now. Stick to our game plan and tactics now. Just stick to it, you know. All he knows is his strongest 11, so I can't see it being a problem, really. Is Ollie the right man for the job? Honestly, if we can beat Tottenham and Man City, he's the right man for the job. You know, everyone was having their doubts after that, after the Sheffield and the after Aston Villa game where we drew to them too. When we shouldn't have drawn to them, you know, we should have beaten Sheffield after a great comeback. We had a stupid draw to Aston Villa at home that should never have happened, and then everyone just thought he's not going to survive this week against Tottenham and City. All those United haters wanted him to lose that game, obviously, so we can get him out. But no, it's not about that. I think it's just all about Ollie's just got the right tactics, and he said to the players, right, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to beat them. This is what we have to do. Keep it tight at the back. Stay together. Stick as a unit. Do this, do that. And it's just paying off. The more it pays off, the more he's going to be in the job, really. It's fantastic, you know. For me, at the minute, just stick him at the job right now. He's not put a foot wrong against Tottenham and City. If we probably lost those games, Ollie would have been on the verge of getting a sack. He's won the games, so he doesn't need to worry. This is why you've got to stick to the man who you trust and believe in the job, really. And also to take this club forward as well. That's what it's all about, really. Can we challenge for top 4? Honestly, we're 5 points behind top 4 now. We're only 5 points behind Chelsea. Chelsea got a shock against Everton. It's there for the taking now for me. I believe that we can challenge for that top 4. It's there now. It's in the distance. We were probably miles off against Sheffield and to Aston Villa where we dropped points to. But now we're in the prime position in 5th place. We're only 5 points away from that. Chelsea have got some tough games coming up now. They've got to play Tottenham in the next 2 weeks. They've not got it easy in the next coming weeks because they've got to play Arsenal as well. So they've got some tough run of games coming up now as well. So hope they have a bad spell now because we've got some easy games coming up. We've got the likes of Burnley, Newcastle, Watford. We've got these games to look forward to where we can easily pick up 3 points. I think we can do those teams easy, and if Chelsea drop points, then we're in the top 4. We just got to keep our hopes up and just don't let our heads drop, and it's just all about sticking to the game plan and sticking to the tactics and just execute these games out. That's all we have to do, really. Who is my man of the match? I tell you, there was a lot of individual brilliance in this game, but I have to give it to the likes of De Gea. Wan-Bissaka had a fantastic game. Lindelof had a great game, I reckon. Maybe Maguire was at blame for the City goal, but he was still brilliant. He led the team out. He was the captain. He was the leader. He led the team to the win. He won the Manchester derby as a captain as well, so fair play to Harry Maguire as well. We only signed him in the summer as well. He was fantastic. McTominay was fantastic. Fred was fantastic. James was fantastic. Probably the best that we've got out of Lingard as well this season. He was brilliant as well. Rashford was brilliant. Martial was brilliant. The only player I left out was Luke Shaw, and that's because he's only just coming back from injury for me. If he had sort of regained his match fitness earlier on, he would have been probably fantastic, but because he's only just getting his fitness back, I can't really give him the man of the match because he's only just coming back from injury, really. Anyway, getting into the first goal, Rashford steps up and puts away a nice and composed penalty for 1-0. Second goal, Martial passed it to James. James passed it back to Martial. Martial controls it on his right foot and shoots on his left for 2-0. Great interchange between them two, and they linked up pretty well there. Getting into the stats now, possession-wise for Man City it was 71.9%, and for Man United it was 28.1%. Obviously we probably dominated the first half, but then City took control in that second half. Goals wise, for Man City it was 1 and for United it was 2. Listen to this now. Total shots for Man City was 23. Man United had 11 shots. Shots on target for Man City, they had 5. So they had 23 shots and they had 5 on target. That is poor, shocking. Pep, you need to get your team together, mate, because that was shocking. And for Man United, we may have had only 11 shots on target, but we had more shots on target than City. We had 7 on target. Shot accuracy for Man City, it was 21.7%, and for Man United, it was 63.6%. Shots inside the box for Man City, it was 18, and for Man United, it was 9. Shots outside the box for Man City, it was 5, and for Man United, it was 2. Total passes for Man City was 657, and for Man United it's 265. Quite shocked about that, actually, with that stat. Pass accuracy for Man City was 89.5%, and for Man United it was 75.1%. Getting into the substitutions now, Martial went off for Pereira. Talk about Martial's performance. Had the measure of Fernandinho in their first duel, and the City defence could hardly lay a glove on him. Scored his first league goal since October. I'm quite shocked with that. That's because the last league game that he scored against was against Norwich. Can you believe it? Shaw went off for Young. Talk about Shaw's performance. A risky pick on his first league start in 15 weeks. That's a long time out with a hamstring injury especially. And Bernardo Silva got past him too easily at times as City targeted the left back, kept going. Yeah, that's why we should have probably played either Young or Williams in this game. Probably Williams would have been a better player to play, actually, but he obviously didn't want to play the younger talent because we knew that we needed to put out a strong lineup. Lingard went off for Tuanzebe. Talk about Lingard's performance. Had a knack of constantly finding space and his use of ball was positive. Lingard's free roll flummoxed City. Let's keep this up. Let's keep this momentum going. Next up we have got Everton. Everton are 14th in the table. This game has probably come at the right time for Everton after bouncing back against Chelsea. Now, Everton have had a rough season so far. They've not had a great time under Marco Silva. Obviously, they had Marco Silva in charge for 15 games. They only won 4 games. They've drawn 2 games and they lost 9 games. That for Everton is not great, losing 9 games. But the thing is, they got a good result against Chelsea. Now, that doesn't really affect it on this now because we've picked up some confidence. They've picked up some confidence. To be fair, Duncan Ferguson has come into the job and he's said to these players, get your act together, sort yourselves out. He said to them, this is what you need to do. And he's absolutely gave them a good spanking on the arse and he said, this is what you need to do. And he's lifted the confidence of the players again. He's got the mood back up in the dressing room. He's got everyone with smiles back on their faces. And everyone was buzzing when they got that win against Chelsea because no one would have thought that Everton was going to win that game, to be fair. Especially with Duncan Ferguson in charge as well. But no, it's a fair play to Everton and Duncan Ferguson. They got a good win against a good Chelsea team. It was needed for them because after all that rough patch with Marco Silva, he got the sack. He wasn't probably the right man to take them forward. He got humiliated against Liverpool 5-2 in the Merseyside derby there. So it was just not going right for Marco Silva. Marco Silva had a good team in front of him. Just couldn't get his tactics right with the team. They just weren't playing for the manager. Since Duncan Ferguson's come in, he's known the club. He worked coaching the staff. He's come in and he said to the players, this is what you need to do. Get your act together, unless if you don't get your act together, I'm not working with you. The players have got their act together and they've just gone out. They've had nothing to lose against Chelsea. They've gone out, attacked it. They've come out with a win and they've come out with the 3 points, and that pushes them up into 14th now in the table because they were in relegation battle as well. That win was needed for them. It's a good win under Duncan Ferguson for them. After that game against Chelsea now, they know that coming to Old Trafford, they'll say, oh yeah, it's an iconic stadium to play at. It's a one-in-a-lifetime. It's a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity. They'll go for it next week against us. You know, they've got a full week to prepare for this game. We've got a game coming up in the Europa League to look forward to first, and then we've got to focus on them. But Ollie will make some changes. That won't affect it really. But Everton, you know, they'll come out in the game. They'll come with a game plan. They'll come with the tactics. They'll stick to it as well. They'll say, this is what you need to do, that. They'll come in with a game plan. They'll try and execute it. They'll try and grind out a good result against us. If they can do it against Chelsea, they can do it against us. So this is where mentally we've got to stay on the job. stick to our game plan and our tactics. And this is probably going to be a 50-50 game, and maybe just let the best team win at the end of the day. It's all about, for us, we've got to prepare well for this game. We've got to be mentally, physically on it. We want to try and win this game because we know that Everton, they've not been great this season, but reacted. They've got an interim manager. This game has probably just come at the right time for them, and this is coming at the right time for us. So I think this is just for us. Prepare well, stay mentally on it, stay focused and concentrated, stick to the game plan, stay disciplined, execute the game plan. Let's just walk away with the 3 points, another win. We just got to make sure we're physically, mentally prepared, right mindset, right mentality. Everton, they'll go for it themselves. You don't want to write them off. If they can beat Chelsea, they can beat us. So I think it's just mentally stay on their job. Defensively, we've got to be a unit. We've got to do exactly what we did against Tottenham and City. This is just another game for us. It's going to be a good game, this. Obviously, Everton, again, our rival. So we just got to show what we are, and we just got to make sure that the players go out there, express themselves, go out there, do the job. Just stay mentally focused, stay concentrated in the game, get these out of the way, and just bring on the next game after that, really. Just got to come in with right game plan, right tactics, stick to it. Stay mentally focused on the game and concentrated. Prepare well for this game. Prepare physically and mentally for this game. We'll be ready on the day. Bring on Everton. Let's see what they're made of, and let's see what they can do. Ollie needs to pick the right team, put the players in the right positions. He needs to balance the team out right. The structure in the team needs to be right. We need depth in the team, and he needs to select the right formation for the game. The players to look out for is Digne, Sigurdsson, Iwobi, Bernard, Davis, Clivert-Lewin, Walcott, Tosin, however you say his name, Moise Keane and Richarlison. These lot will absolutely go for it. They'll be pushing. They'll want to get the win against us because they won't be there to piss around as well. So just got to mentally stick to our game plan and stick to it and be physically and mentally prepared. Come with a game plan, come with the tactics, get these out of the way. Just get the 3 points and get another win. Get another victory at the end of the day. The last time we won at home was on Monday the 29th of October in 2018, and it ended 2-1 to the Reds. The last time we lost at home was on Thursday the 5th of December 2013, and it ended 1-0 to Everton. Hope you guys have enjoyed another video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you are new. See you guys in a video in the next couple of days, and peace.